Today I'm here to talk to you guys about this cookware set called the ROCK. Now, they did send me this product for review, but they wanted me to show you what it is and the details of it and how it all gets put together, because there's a little bit of assembly to it. It's a little different than any other kind of pot set I have ever used. So, and I'm glad they did send this, because this is my current set. It was a really good set at the time. It is old. You can see it here. The non-stick pans, I don't know if you can really see or not, but kind of scratched. This is old. This is some old stuff. So I'm going to get rid of this and work on using the new set. So let me go through it and show you what comes with a set, and then I'm going to put it to the test. We're going to cook some stuff and see how well the non-stick works. So let's get a closer look at what we get in the package. Okay, first of all, you're going to get a lot of information here. Now, this is called ROCK.TEC. That's what they're calling the technology that's used for the non-stick stuff to it. Now, they say it's 3 times harder than a regular non-stick type surface. As a matter of fact, they say it's as hard as a rock, and in their normal commercials and so forth, they beat the heck out of this thing with a hammer and so forth. I'm not going to do that test, because I like to actually use it and not try and beating this up. And you get a little booklet with some instructions on things you can and cannot do with this. You do have to properly maintain this. I'm going to go over that more details in just a minute. Now, they are going to give you some really cool tools. You get a little ladle here, and you're going to get a spatula. And this is a silicone type of spatula, which is what they recommend using. Do not use metal on this, like any kind of non-stick surface. And also some little tongs here, nice, with the silicone coated out the front. So you're going to get some tools. Now you're going to get a couple of lids. You get 2 lids, that's all. You get 2 lids for all these pans, but each lid fits like a couple of pans. So if you're using 1 or 2 pans, you're cool. If you're using all the pans at the same time, you're not going to have lids on some of them. I'm going to show you some details of this, because there's some very specific parts to this as well, as we put it together on the pans. Now, here's the part that's kind of weird, that needs some assemblies. These are the handles for your pots and pans, because each little pan here is handleless. So you do get this really cool back surface here, if you can see that, hopefully, and that helps distribute the heat. And you're going to get their ROCK.TEC patented surface to it. Now, it's a flex kind of surface. It's a non-stick surface to it. But these are pretty good pans. They're pretty heavy duty. But you notice they don't have handles. Well, because these can go into the oven. Now, according to the instructions, it says these pans are not made for high heat. These are low to medium heat pans. In the oven, it says it can only go up to 320 degrees. So if you're cooking stuff at a higher than 320, do not use these pans. But you don't want to just grab it. You have this handle part that can just grip on pretty much anywhere, and you grip it until it locks in, and you got a nice handle. And this has got some silicone to it and some metal to it. It's pretty heavy duty, and it holds on really, really good. And then to release it, you're just going to press this button, and it opens up. Now, because of this, it's got the silicone and so forth, you do not want to put this in the oven. You want to take this, you want to put this into the oven, and you want to let go and leave the pan, take the handle. When you're done cooking, you can just reach in and give it a grip and pull it out like that. Now, also for being on the stove, I haven't tested this out yet, but on the stove, you might get some heat. Like, I have a gas stove, so you might get some heat that comes around. Now, there is some metal on the bottom here at this part, which the heat might come up to, so it might protect it. If you're using a high flame, then you probably want to take this off. Well, you're going to have to experiment a little bit with that. So you do get 2 handles, but we're going to get these different pans here. You can see this one. They also actually include these little pan separators. It's a felt pan separator. As you see, I have it in here. You're going to get this pan here as well. This one is a little bit deeper. Now, these will use the same lid, of course, boom and boom. Now, one of the other things to it is the lid. When it goes on, there's actually a notch right here, because that's where you can put your handle. But then there's also a little hole here to let steam out, and possibly you can use it to pour liquid out as well. And these lids, it's glass and silicone. This is that heat resistant silicone around there. So you get those 2 different size pans. Oh, they do give you a screwdriver too, because you do need to put the lid handles on. It comes very compact in a box, so that's why there's some assembly. They give that to you though. Here's another one of those, and then we got the bigger pans. We've got a nice big pan skillet like this. Again, that's pretty heavy duty. I like that. Another separator, and then a larger, this is a nice big skillet pan. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Super heavy duty, all the same bits to it. And then another one of these, so you can see how they stacked up. They stacked up in the one little section, which is really good. And then you're gonna get this like griddle type pan here. And you have a little pour spout type of thing if you need to pour the grease off or whatever, and you have it corrugated here. And then again, the handles, it's great because they will go on anything. Just grip it on, and you can grip it anywhere. You can grip it over on this side. You can grip it, you know, on any side. You can use that. And again, you can put these in the oven, just not higher than 320 degrees. So that is the whole set. Really nice. My next step is I'm gonna put this to the test. I'm gonna probably use this little one here. I need to have some lunch, but I'm gonna fry some eggs and throw some cheese in there and see if I can't burn that cheese onto here too. Now, one of the things that they mentioned in the book, this is a non-stick coating. They do say that they recommend for better non-stickiness is to put spray oil or spray, spray pan oil, butter, some kind of non-stick in there, which will be better than just this itself, even though it's supposed to be 3 times better than non-stick. Also, they said make sure there's some kind of liquid of some sort in there. They don't want you to just put this on the flames and heat the heck out of it and get it super hot and then put stuff in it. But so there's some instructions, there's some rules onto there. Again, not high heat. I'm not going to put oil in it. I'm going to just test it out. We have to wash it first. And then I'm going to just throw an egg on there, throw some cheese in there. Let's see how well it cooks up. So let's do that next. Okay, I have the pan on here. I have the heat on, kind of a medium heat. And I am going to let this heat up a little bit because I'm going to go, I'm going to cook some eggs and I'm going to throw some cheese up on there as well. And we're going to put the lid on it and do that whole process and see how this goes. So I'm going to let that heat up a little bit. I am going to keep the handle on here because I am curious about the handle, about how well it handles the heat. Okay, I got a couple eggs in here. Again, no oil whatsoever. And I'm going to throw some cheese up in here. I'm just going to throw some cheese like on the side just to see how that melts up a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. And then I normally cover it up, so let's cover this up here and see if we can't get in there and steam this up a bit. Okay, I'm cooking it up here, and you can see that it is steaming up in the window here. So this is a glass lid. It is a flat lid, and so the condensation just seems to be sitting here on top. You can see that. It looks good so far, but we're going to go ahead and finish cooking up this egg. Though I can't see how it is yet, I usually like to get the egg a little bit white on the top, but we're going to keep cooking it and see how it goes. Okay, I think these are about done the way I like it. I like them just a little bit white over on the top so they're still runny on there. That cheese is looking nice and crispy. So let's go see how this comes out of the pan. Oh, look at that. That did a good job. That came right out. No oil whatsoever was used. And the eggs cooked good. And of course the cheese got nice and crispy there on the side. So I'm going to make my little egg and cheese sandwich here. Okay, and also the handle here, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And it is, ooh, that's hot. That does get really hot, really warm. It looks like this part is okay. This actually is not warm at all, but that metal is super hot. So you got to be careful or just leave it off. Just put this pan where you need to and take this off is probably going to be the best way to do it. So if you are looking for a good set of pots and pans with this non-stick, this might be the right one for you.